Hey, Amy. Hey, Judy. Hey, everybody. I hope everybody's busy as a bee, cheerful as a cricket, steady as a clock, and standing on the faithful rock. Merry Christmas, everyone. Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas. Everybody's getting ready for those. So which is it going to be through Christmas? Is it going to be hog trough days or challah meals? Which one is it going to be for you? Are you going to hog trough it and start over in 2022? Start fresh and new in 2022, or just going to challah meal it? Hey, Allison. Yeah, I much prefer, just because I feel better, challah milling it. When I have those hog trough days, I always have a little more like, why'd I do that? Challah meals are good though. A little bug crystal, no problem. That's what the lifestyle is all about. Celebratory times with food and drink, and we celebrate life. I've got on the perfect t-shirt for that today too. Everybody want to see the other new t-shirt? I'm wearing a new one every day. This is let's see if I can show you. This is our work hard, play hard t-shirt. I got a tiptoe with Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 1. Look it up. It supports the work hard, play hard philosophy. Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 1. Yes, even the Bible supports working hard and playing hard. Howdy, everybody. Hey, Nicole, good to have you today. Our last Lunch and Learn of the year. Last Lunch and Learn of the year. Did y'all like the Lunch and Learns? We've been doing them for a couple of months now. Did you like them? Y'all want these to continue in 2022? Good. Good deal. Is that Patricia Hurt? I can't tell. Hey, Marla. Hey, everybody. Lunch and Learns for everybody next year. Underwood. Hey, Patricia Underwood. I wasn't sure. Patricia Hurt's the one that sent me the little challah meal pig. All right, Allison, good to have you. We've been doing the Lunch and Learns for a while. All of the past recordings are in the My Shibboleth library. We're working around the clock to roll out a big 2022 launch. Not sure we'll get all that we have planned for everybody done, but there'll be enough new stuff that people should be excited about the new stuff. And we're anxious to get into 2022. As you can imagine, Sasha and I work this ministry. Depends on what you're calling it. I call it a ministry. You know, even Jesus said, I must be about my Father's business. Ministry was his business. So certainly some call it a business, some call it a ministry, but to Sasha and I, it's a ministry. So you can imagine this time of year for us is a little unsettling if we don't put all of our trust in the Lord. So we're looking forward to 2022. We're excited about everybody having a Christmas break, but we're looking forward to 2022. We have a Sasha Renee watching. Sasha, not sure if you're still watching there on Facebook, but that's my wife's name, Sasha Renee. Yeah, wow. We've got two Sasha Renees in the house. All right, so we'll get this started. A couple of things that help the Shibboleth ministry prosper and continue doing what we desire to do. We feel called to help millions of people understand nutrition in a practical way. We feel like we have the most practical, sustainable, and fun lifestyle on the planet that most people, even with tens of thousands of people being members, most people still have never heard of us. One of the things that we do that other programs don't do is we offer what we do for a minuscule amount of money. So we want to thank our sponsors and partners for helping us keep this ministry going and flourishing. We hope that you'll continue supporting us. It's a daily battle to keep operating the way we operate at the levels we operate. So just a couple of things today, ways that you can support Shibboleth if you desire to. One is with your work and effort. You can see this is our apparel store, and this is one of the ways we raise money for Shibboleth. And we don't just go sell these to anyone. You have to earn the right to own one of these t-shirts. Each t-shirt, there's a certain set of achievements that you have to accomplish in order to earn the t-shirt. The busy as a bee, cheerful as a cricket, steady as a clock, standing on the rock, work hard, play hard, hide and watch me, and feeling the healing. So if you have a certain number, for example, Tuesday, see this Tuesday one, if you have 4 perfect Tuesdays in a row, you unlock your ability to own that t-shirt. If you have 4 perfect Sundays in a row, you have the ability to unlock that t-shirt. So anytime that you own one of these t-shirts after you've earned it, you're helping Shibboleth stay afloat. And we tried to do this in a fun way rather than just asking for money and not giving anything back. So we hope that our members will enjoy that. You will certainly lose more weight if you focus on having those 4 perfect Mondays in a row, 4 perfect Fridays in a row, etc. So I hope that you'll enjoy that. Next, anytime you purchase Spark, that helps our ministry. If you go to www.blowtorchfat.com, www.blowtorchfat.com, if you order through that link, www.blowtorchfat.com, or whether you're ordering your vitamins or metabolic nutrition system or my beverage of choice for 20 plus years, AdvoCare Spark, an amino acid beverage that helps with mental focus and clarity. And also for me, I swear by its ability to help me control my appetite. But it's a very safe and effective energy drink. So again, www.blowtorchfat.com for your AdvoCare Spark or AdvoCare products. All right, so let's get this Lunch and Learn kicked off. Any questions? Nutrition, behavior modification, getting through the holidays. How can I be of service today? We will come with topical lessons next year. We're actually getting ahead of that for the first time in our company's history, so that we'll have topical lessons and folks can tune in to those topics that they feel best are best for their goals and situation next year. So we're trying to get ahead of things. So we're excited. We'll use this Lunch and Learn to connect, to get our minds right for next week and then 2022. And also I want to be able to answer questions that you have. Thank you, Patty. Thanks, Patty, for helping me out over there on Facebook. Hey, Patty's having some cherry Spark right now. I love my Spark. Don't take my Spark from me. All these companies are going out of business. I'm thankful that AdvoCare is still going strong because I love my Spark. So many of the companies that I've bought products from through the years, they're going out of business and filing bankruptcy. It's a tough time for small business and medium-sized business across the United States. So remember small business, support small business. Small business is going away rapidly. You've got those big companies that are just taking over. Amazon reminds me back in the day of Ma Bell, Bell South getting broke up. So all these little companies, they're going to have to pull together and help break up these big companies if they want to exist. But anyway, that's a whole nother conversation. Questions or comments today? Please let me help you if I can. There's no dumb question, no stupid question. I'm not going to bite. It's your questions that really cause for these Lunch and Learns to be effective and good for everyone. Marla got her 3 Spark packets. Awesome. Don't have more than 3 a day, please. Any questions? All right. So Tiffany, hey Tiffany, how do I get started back on track the best? I'm not sure if you've earned your fast track badge, but I would recommend that you start there, that you go through fast track again. And either earn the badge for the first time or just go through the material again. And that will get you prepared for the Shibboleth journey in 2022. If you feel like that you have mastered, let's talk about your 7-day plan in just a moment. If you feel like that you have mastered the fast track, then come join me during the Shibboleth journey 2022, a little deeper dive. Now, what you are asking for is a 7-day plan. And may I ask why you want a 7-day plan other than to get started back? Other than to get started back, why do you feel you need a 7-day plan? And again, I'm asking that question with sincerity because I like to understand what someone's going through, what their hangups are with the program. It sounds like possibly your hangup has been motivation. So you don't necessarily need 7 days. So what is your struggle then? And again, I'm doing this for the whole group, Tiffany, not picking on you at all, but I want the whole group to kind of hear the wisdom of how we're going to answer this and find a solution for you. So now you're saying you don't necessarily need 7 days. So what you're saying is you need a meal plan. Is that right? So if somebody's needing a meal plan, say just something to plan. I work 2 jobs and work at my nutrition shop selling Herbalife shakes and teas. I don't have food here, but don't just want to have shakes all day. So Tiffany, if you've went through fast track, again, y'all are all following along here. So she's went through fast track. She knows the program, but yet there's still this need for someone to give her some meal ideas other than shakes, correct? Am I there yet? So if I say, Tiffany, I need you to eat the following items for 3 to 7 days, what if you don't like those items? What if you don't like them? Would you follow that plan? She's saying, yes, she does need a 3 to 7 day plan. She knows the program, but she still needs somebody to give her a plan. This is the way we all feel. We need that direction. We need someone to tell us what to do, right? But there'll come a time when nobody's there to tell us what to do, and then we'll be lost again. Are y'all following where I'm going with this? And I know this because I've experienced it too. Dr. Ward would give me a meal plan. I would follow it a couple of days. I would just follow it a couple of days. And then I would get bored with that meal plan. And then I would go, I don't know what to do. So at some point, what we have to do is actually learn the program and learn about all the amazing foods that we can have. So recently, Tiffany, we spent an entire week in our Lunch and Learn coming up with more than 70 meal ideas. Would those 70 meal ideas help you? Thank you for going back and doing fast track, but I want to get you some immediate help. So would those 70 meal ideas help you? Okay, so what I want you to do is write down my email address, travisjack777@gmail.com. We want to be as giving and loving as we can with everyone. All this that I'm going to send you is already in the website that we've all paid for. So I'm going to send you an email with the links to those videos that go over all of the meal ideas that we came up with during Lunch and Learn that are all practical and chosen by the group. But I suspect you won't like all those meal plans. How about this? How about we go a step further? Are you serious about losing weight, Tiffany? See, now we're coming up with all the challenges that she has. So I don't have a fridge or a microwave. What am I going to do about that? So we have to become very resourceful, right? If we want to do something, we will figure out how to do it. So what I would ask everyone here to do is put yourself in Tiffany's shoes. Have y'all all felt like Tiffany feels, where I just need some direction and to be told what to do? But then once I'm told what to do, then I find, well, I don't have a microwave or I don't have a fridge. Have y'all all felt that way? where you get in these situations and you just start scrambling mentally, and the next thing you know, you've talked yourself out of a blessing. Is there a way for Tiffany to do the program without a microwave? Yes. Is there a way for Tiffany to do the program without a fridge? Yes. But what we all go through here is there's a part of us that does. Let me ask Tiffany. Tiffany, can I keep picking on you in a good way? Because this is going to help everybody. I want to ask you a question. Are you excited and looking forward to the process of dieting, or is it more that you just want the result? And you know you've got a diet, even though you don't enjoy dieting, you want a result. Would that be a fair assessment, or do you love dieting? Do you ever just wish you didn't have to diet and you could just get the result? And when you're going through the diet, it's like, I got to do this. I don't want to, but I want the result. Does that resonate? Because I suspect that Tiffany has all the answers inside of her, and she don't want to assess those answers. That's how many of us are. We know how to overcome not having a microwave. We know how to overcome not having a fridge. I know how I have to change my habits. I'm tired of dieting and counting stuff. Gotcha. Okay, so I don't want to do this, but I got to, right? I don't want to do this, but I got to. Listen, everyone, I want to give you words of wonderful counsel that's tough to swallow. It's going to be bitter to your belly. Until you love the process, you will never stick with this. I hope everybody will really accept what I'm saying and think it through. Until you love your lifestyle that produces the results you want, and you love it even without the results, until you love it, you will never stick to it. You're wasting your time. Myself, Tiffany, every single person within the sound of my voice. If you hate doing what you need to do to be healthy, but you want to be healthy, you will never, ever be healthy. You will never live up to your full potential when you don't enjoy the process. So counting, for example, Tiffany made a good comment. I'm tired of counting things, tired of having to do that. I just want to eat what I want to eat without having to count it. You'll never be able to do that. At some point, in some way, you'll have to take inventory of what you eat. Every single day, the rest of your life, you will have to if you're dealing with a weight issue at some point, you will have to understand that you will have to count and moderate everything that you consume, and you'll have to love it. For example, and I'm going to get back to her comments in a minute because she's really doing a good job of helping us with some content today that might be helpful to everyone. I love journaling. Now watch, I need y'all to be honest. I need you to be honest. How many of you don't really love to journal? You're here to lose weight, but you don't really love to journal. Do I have anybody that would be so honest? Anybody? Okay, Tammy says, I have to say I don't love it. Anyone else? It's a part of the shield and it's not your thing. I don't like it. Thank you, Roseanne, for that honesty. Mary Granger, I don't like to journal. Thank you for that honesty. Thank you so much. Vicky, thank you. Thank you all for your honesty. Thank you, Nicole. Thank you for your honesty. So, success requires that you adhere to some daily disciplines, and whether you love them or not, you got to do them like you love them until you love them. For example, let's take a boxer. A boxer has to do his road work every single day, 5 to 10 miles of running to keep the heart in condition. They may or may not love that when they get started, but if you ask them, they go, I love it, because they got to do it. To be a champion, they have to do it. For you to lose weight, you're going to have to adhere to some daily disciplines, and you're going to have to figure out how to love those daily disciplines, or you won't be successful. Back to Tiffany's challenge. She needs a meal plan. So, Tiffany, have you used the meal plan generator? Have you used it to come up with meal ideas? This is for everybody, but specifically, I'm engaging with Tiffany, but it's for everybody. I want you to listen how all the answers are there for you. She has not used the meal idea generator. There's a way. She's going to send me an email to travisjack777@gmail.com, and I'm going to send her a link to more than 70 meal ideas that was covered in our videos. So now she's got 2 ways to get a meal plan. Next, she might prefer human contact. So, Tiffany, have you scheduled a gym book with a mentor for them to come up with the perfect meal plan based upon your likes? Have you done that? Have you done a mentor appointment where you fill out a questionnaire with your food likes and then allow them to put you together a meal plan? That's how we do it. So there's 3 ways, right? There's self-service. You can go and generate those meal ideas from your journal meal plan generator. There is past classes with many ideas. And then if we still need more, we can get a mentor appointment, and they'll build us the perfect breakfast, lunch, and dinner options based upon our likes. Now, we do those things. How many people do you think use them? Not many. Not many at all. So at some point, the result that we want, is everybody follow me, or am I boring you? The result that we want is going to require a level of sacrifice of time, of attention, of effort. If we're not willing to sacrifice a little time, a little effort, and some of our attention and focus to the task that we have to do to reach our goal, we will never reach our goal. So I submit, sometimes, not for Tiffany because she's raring to go, sometimes it's better for you to give up on your goal because you're torturing yourself, literally. I mean, I know no other health coach is telling you this, but so many of us are torturing ourselves trying to find a shortcut or trying not to do what we got to do to reach the goal that we want. What that means is we don't want our goal as much as we say we do. Tiffany, can you look back in the past? Can you look back over your life and rethink something that you really wanted? Forget weight loss, and I'm talking to everyone. Let's talk about weight loss, not talk about weight loss. Can you look back over the course of your life? And I'm asking the rest of you, can you look back over the course of your life and remember a time when you really, really wanted something and you went after it and you got it? Whether it was a job, whether it was a vacation, a car. Can you remember a time in your life, Tiffany, everyone, whereby you decided you wanted something, you went after it, and you got it? Has anybody ever done that here? I've had some of those successes in my life. Can you remember that? We've got some folks, yes. So what's the difference between that and weight loss? You don't want it bad enough yet. If you're struggling with weight loss in any way, you're not going to convince me otherwise, no matter how much anyone wants to debate with me. Weight loss is so easy once you have a made up mind. It's certain. Look, if I want, right now we live in a nice location. We live in a nice location. We moved here because the activity level. We want the activity level. It's just more conducive to get at. But the home that we're in, to run a business out of it, is small. It's really cramped for us. Most of it's a garage. And then we kind of live above the garage, and it's not that big. So one day I would like a place where Sasha and I is not working out of the bedroom and living room. One day I would like that. I may never get, no matter how hard I work, I may never be able to upgrade our living and office quarters, but I'm going to try. Are y'all with me? That's a goal of mine. I may never be able to accomplish it. Are y'all with me? I may never be able to. It's not certain. It's not guaranteed. At some point, I constantly have problems with my vehicle because it's old. It's not old, but I'm blessed with it, but it's got some age on it, and it's frequently in the shop. I would like to upgrade that situation at some point. I'd like to upgrade. It's manual transmission. I'd like to be able to upgrade that at some point in the future. There's no guarantee that I'll be able to do it, but I'm going to go for it. And here's what frustrates me about how the diet devil affects my members. With weight loss, it's not that way. It's certain. It's guaranteed. A house, a car, you got to have money to do those things. You don't have to have money to lose weight. In fact, that works against you. It does. Okay. What if I lose my health to some genetic issue? It's not certain that I can overcome that. But when it comes to weight loss, the leading cause of all premature death, and I can make a case that it's also the leading cause for unhappiness and depression across our great land. If we put forth effort, it's certain that we accomplish our goal. So when someone has not accomplished that goal after a lengthy period of time, it lets me know they don't really want what they say they want. Once you decide to lose weight, Tiffany, everybody here, there's no stopping you with or without Shibboleth. There's no stopping you. Shibboleth is only a resource that can make your journey faster, more efficient, and potentially more healthy. Agreed? But you could do it without us. It's with us, we feel like we offer some advantages, and it's more fun to travel with other like-minded people, and you have all these resources at your fingertips that can be utilized, recipes, what to eat out, meal plans galore. Tiffany, there's so many meal plans already produced, and we're happy to produce even more. But if we're not losing weight, it's because we don't yet have a desire to lose weight. Well, no, I want to lose weight. Well, yeah, I want a mansion, but I'm not going to have one if I don't work for it, right? Travis, I can't believe you'd want that. I want it for the right reasons. I want it so that my wife isn't in the kitchen working. I don't want a mansion, but I want a bigger home where I got one side of it's my fantasy. One side of it's the office, the other side is residential. And I have those big goals. I'm not counting on those things, but I may never get that. I may never have that. I may always be working out of this one small room and her always working out of the kitchen. It may just always be that way. That'll be fine, because I'm not guaranteed that level of success. No matter what I do, I can work my tail off and never achieve that level of success. If I want to lose weight, can't nothing stop me. So if you're not losing weight and you say, this is why I'm not losing, I don't have enough money, I don't have enough time, I'm too busy working, it's too hard, you'll never lose it. The person that's ready to lose weight says, wait a minute, this is one of the few things in my life that's up to me. If it is to be, it is up to me. And it's not going to cost me any more money than I'm spending now. It's not going to cost me any more time than I'm wasting on other things now. If I work 4 jobs, I still have to eat something. I might as well be eating properly combined foods that I enjoy anyway. Do y'all see? It's all in here. The only thing holding you back is what is in your head about yourself and about your relationship with food and about the possibilities. We so want our drug of choice that we're willing to, not Tiffany, this is now, I've moved way past what Tiffany's legit questions and comments were. We as a society have become intellectually lazy, coddled. We make excuses. This is something that everyone within the sound of my voice can have. How many of you've got less than 120 pounds to lose? How many of you've got less than 120 pounds to lose? And to, not that you are, I'm giving you these hypotheticals, right? And to think that some of you might be disinterested in your own success to the level that you're making up excuses. Everybody that has 120 pounds or less to lose, if you started right now with the Shibboleth lifestyle, you'd be at or near your goal by summer. So if you don't do that, you have nobody to blame but yourself. Not talking to Tiffany. Tiffany, I've way moved past your great comment that helped inspire some topic here. Okay, you're doing great, and that's what we're here for. If you didn't need meal plans, we wouldn't exist. So we're happy to provide them. I just wanted everybody to know how many resources are available if they're needing meal plans. But we must decide what it is that we're willing to live with or live without. Are you willing to live without a healthier body? Are you willing to live without it? I'm not. Until I can't help it, because another news flash, none of us are getting out of here alive. The idea is while we're here to actually enjoy the time we have here. And I will submit to you, you can't do that if you're not healthy. And the reason that you're not healthy is because of self-afflicted wounds. You've got to decide, folks. If you didn't decide this year, you're going to have to decide next year. If you don't decide next year, it's going to be a duplicate of this year and every year before it. Let's see what else y'all are saying. Sorry, scrolling. A lot of comments. Tammy says these principles not only apply to our health, but all aspects of our lives, faith, family, career. Amen. Sheila says, I don't mind journaling. I don't either. I love it. She says it has helped me keep track of why I have gained or lost. And Angelia, my dad always told me I was weird because I love to eat healthy and work out, but that journaling is hard for me. Yeah, it's just a habit that we incorporate. Yeah, it does help. Sandra says, hey, Sandra. Sandra says, journaling, I don't really mind it, but it's hard for me to do every day. Now, let's talk about that for a minute. Can I have some more come to Jesus with y'all before we go? First of all, does anybody trust me that I'm being truthful when I say certain things like I'm going to make this comment? Maybe you just don't believe me or trust me. In 20 years, I have not seen a single person who had a weight problem. Hey, Tammy, I have not seen I am unaware that I'm sure there's somebody. We've been a part of now with Thrive and Shibboleth over 100,000 lives. So I'm sure there's somebody, but in 20 years of doing this, I am not aware of a single person, not one person, that had a significant amount of weight to lose, lost it, and didn't gain most of it back if they quit journaling. Not a single person. So what does that say to y'all? If you believe me, maybe you don't believe me. Maybe it's okay if you don't believe me. A lot of people don't believe me. But I'm telling the truth. Gina says, been with you since 2009. How many of you know this is a fact? That every time you quit journaling, if you had journaled, you start putting back on some weight. And you put it on faster. If you know, a journal don't mean you don't put on weight. It means you're aware. It doesn't slip up on you. It doesn't slip up on you. So my good friend Sandra Farmer, who I've been trying to help for a long time, and I commend her because she don't give up, but she's not had success, but she don't give up. We're going to keep talking at her until the switch comes on. But she says, I don't mind journaling, but it's really hard for me. I want y'all to think about that comment. What are the first two daily disciplines on the shield? What is number one and what is number two? Number one is water. Drink a half a gallon up to 1 gallon of water a day. And the reason I don't say a gallon is because some people pitch a fit about having to drink any water. What's number two? Correct. Journaling. Journaling. Here's the reason I put those two first. Guess what I get the most complaints about when it comes to losing weight? I put all these in the order of the complaints that I get. Drinking the water, I don't like water, and I don't want to journal. And here's why I will say, if you say that, you are not ready to lose weight. You need to go away. Go away. I mean that with love. You're tormenting yourself. Go away and wait until the pain in your life is significant enough that it's like, imagine this. Imagine this. First of all, drinking your water, that's why I set it up this way. Drinking your water and journaling are the easiest two components. They're the easiest. Everybody here has to drink water or you die. Your body's made of water. Everybody here can spend 3 minutes out of 10,000 plus minutes a week. You can spend 3 minutes a day journaling. They're the easiest two components. They're the easiest. So I suggest to people, because I assume Shibboleth is the last stop shop. You've given up on gimmicks, I hope. And if you won't drink your water and you won't journal, and those are the easiest two components and the two most effective, are you ready to lose weight? Are you ready? You're not ready. You don't want to lose weight. You want it, but you don't want it much. It's not. So watch this. What if you went to the doctor? Are y'all hearing me? I'm going to give you this analogy too. I'm about to get y'all now. I'm about to get you. If y'all pay attention, this is going to stomp on somebody. This is going to be a light bulb moment for you. If you'll really have an open mind and open heart. Are y'all still with me? Because it's dead over here in the chat. All right. I want you to think about this, and let's don't think about it long. We don't want it to, our words and thoughts are powerful. So, dear God, we're doing this as an exercise. We're doing it as an exercise only. We're not speaking this into existence. In Jesus' name, amen. Our words and thoughts are powerful. So I want to make sure, I know God knows my heart, but I want to make sure y'all all know how important I think words and thoughts are. So we ask God, this analogy I'm going to give you, that it's just an exercise. So let's think through. We go to the doctor, we're not feeling our best. And we go to the doctor and they don't know what's wrong with us. and they do our blood work and come back and they say, I've got bad news. You have a terminal illness. Now, if you just received that message, you have a terminal illness. What is your first thought? What is your first thought if that come your way? And the Lord is watching over us right now and knows that this is an exercise. We're not speaking this into existence. God knows our hearts. Sandra says she would fear cancer. What else would you fear? Chris, great. That's what I was looking for. Can I fix it? What could I do to fix it? Me too. That would be where my first thoughts were. Whatever it is, what can I do? Now, what if, Tammy, everybody, what if the doctor said, now you start tearing up, oh my goodness, and the doctor says, but it's terminal only if you don't take the prescription. And if you don't adhere to the prescription, now if you adhere to the prescription, your life will be prolonged and saved. But if you don't adhere to the prescription, you're going to die. What would you then ask? What's the prescription? Right? What is it? What can I do? And how effective is it? And the doctor said it's 100% effective. It's 100% effective. Would you feel relief? Absolutely. And here I see it today telling you that cancer, heart disease, does anybody doubt the following? Cancer, heart disease, and even Alzheimer's. The number one cause of the onset of those diseases prematurely is obesity. Does anybody doubt that? Because if you do, it's called Google. Go look at clinical studies. Go look at real studies, not fake news headlines. Obesity is the leading cause of all premature death. And all premature death in our country, statistically, it's not even close, is not COVID related. It is heart disease, diabetes, depression. And the number one link to those is obesity. And we all are here acting like this is not the case. And it's not a pleasant death when it's related to obesity. It's not like a good way to go. And then I come along and I say, there is a certain way to overcome this disease. Drink your water, journal, eat in the right food combinations, eat in the right portions. And if you'll do that, if you'll take your meds 25 days a month, your life will be saved and prolonged and the quality of it actually better. How many of you would absolutely, if you knew that your life counted on it, would adhere to the daily discipline of journaling? Would you be relieved that that's all you had to do? So why aren't you doing it? Why aren't you doing it? So my good friend Sandra Farmer, who now I'm loving on and picking on, she says, I don't mind it, but it's hard. There's no hope there. There's no hope. The mind is not right. The mind is not ready to lose weight. She don't quit. She don't give up, but her mind and heart is still not ready. There's nobody here that can make a valid excuse to me about not journaling. What will it take? I'm going to tell you what it's going to take for some. It's going to take something really bad happening, and then unfortunately, it's going to be too late. It's going to be too late. I know some people here that have knocked on death's door, all because of obesity. And then they get on the program and they lose 5 or 10 pounds and get complacent again. And all I can do is keep talking. And you won't listen to me unless the Holy Spirit decides to talk through me and to you, which is rare. But you will hear what thus saith the Spirit of God. So I'll keep trying to talk, and I'll keep trying to mingle my spirit and hope God will touch it and give it unction in your life. Because until you stop making the easy things hard, you're not going to lose weight. When we will not drink our water and we will not journal, we're taking easy things and making it hard. And it lets me know, no matter how much I want you around and in class as a client, whether you're successful or not, I won't be able to help you be successful. You got to make a decision. If you keep on making these easy daily disciplines difficult, you're wasting everybody's time, including your own. I'm not trying to leave you without hope. I'm trying to speak words to you of truth and soberness. Statistically speaking, we know that we're not a statistic with God. We have a name, a new name if we've been born again. We're not a statistic. However, statistically speaking, if you're 30 pounds or more overweight, you're shortening your days by potentially decades. You're definitely reducing the quality of life. Okay, so that's my little rant about that. Mary, is it acceptable to just take a picture of your food rather than journaling with our technology these days? Well, Mary, I disagree with that way that you're considering journaling. However, it's better than nothing. The whole purpose for a journal, the reason I don't have a journal where you just scan stuff, does that do anything to help you think about your relationship with food or why you did what you did? It doesn't. It doesn't. All these modern conveniences that we engage with, if it's just a picture, it's doing nothing for me as far as me assessing how I feel, why I did what I did, remapping my brain. I take pictures too, by the way. That's how I prefer to journal. I take pictures of my food during the day. And then if it was a perfect day, I don't really write as much as I used to. I might write something like, that was delicious. It was a great day. I need to do that more. I feel great. When I really journal is when most people don't. Let's say that I had an unplanned holiday and I ate a bag of M&Ms. It's then that I'll do some serious journaling. So I've taken my picture of what I consume. At the end of my day, I prop my pillow behind my back and I start writing or typing. I had M&Ms. I couldn't stop. I don't know why I did it. It was unplanned. I have guilt, shame, and regret. I set myself back 2 days from getting to my goal that I desire so much. What would be the void replacement next time I have a hankering for that? Well, I'll use Atkins M&M candies, and I'll only eat 200 calories as an approved snack. So I write all that out, you see, and when I do that, I'm remapping my brain. So eating with awareness is the reason that we journal. So if I'm just taking a picture of I'm not thinking about what this means, then I'm not making any hay from my journal. But if all one will do is a picture, I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. I prefer everybody to use journals like I do. Okay. I've got stacks and stacks of these that I hope I've given my wife instructions. Please burn all of my journals at my demise. Don't give any of them. I've got a journal that my kids can have where I write stuff about them, but these journals, burn them, because I don't want anybody seeing some of the things that I was thinking during times of my life that I was trying to work through. So my journal is my best friend. Are y'all with me? It's how I get to know myself. I get to know why I do the things that I do. I get clarity. I hope I'm making sense. No person that has been ultra successful lives without a journal. You can't do it. You cannot do it and be successful. It won't work. Thank y'all. Thank you for the kind comments. That's what I do, Tammy. I take pictures, and then used to I would stop. I felt like I had to stop and write it. And like Mary, I believe it was Mary, said, now with all these tools that we have, why not just take a picture? And that's what I do, because I don't like to stop the flow of my day. And if I take a picture, I'll remember. And then before I go to bed, oh yeah, right. I had biscuits and gravy this morning. That was delicious. That was great. That was approved and delicious. At night, I had a hamburger on a carb quick biscuit. That was great. That was delicious. I'll do that again. So at the end of the day is when I'm really looking back over what I consumed. Great question, Mary. Great question. Remember, when y'all are asking me questions, I'm not trying to pick on you. I love it because I can answer, and I'm answering with the whole. I'm not thinking Mary's not disciplined enough to do it. But I am thinking there are people out there not doing it. And Mary brought up the journal, so let me unpack it all. It's never directed at an individual. Yes, ma'am, Mary. I do take pictures, definitely. But I like to write. I would rather write down, I'd rather be thorough in my journal after a hollow meal or holiday than on a perfect day. I'm right the opposite of our clients. How many of you, when you have a holiday, you just put a big X? We don't really learn anything from that. I want to know whatever I slipped up on, what is the void replacement? And the next time I'm craving this, how will I address it? Any other questions or comments today? Yeah, this whole program was written because I journaled during and after my holidays. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am, Mary. Thank you for that awesome question. Any other questions or comments today? Yep, Roseanne, that's how we do it. Big old X. But those are the days we really want to unpack some things and figure out why we did that. Because if you're a serious student, you're like, why did I do that? How many of you have had a perfect day and you're like, I feel so much better. I'm doing this forever. And then when you have that unplanned holiday, you're like, what is wrong with me? I don't even like doing that. And I did it. Well, it's out of habit and compulsion. Yep, we want to sweep holidays under the rug, says Jody, instead of figuring out why we did what we did. Yeah, we're never losing. We're just learning. You never losing. You never fail if you don't quit. We're learning. Thanks, Chris. Tammy says, Travis, the way you explain things and the way you are, I don't think you come across as picking on us. Thank you for always sharing your knowledge and heart. Thank you so much, Tammy. That means a lot to me. I try different. I'm really passive in person. But what I've learned over the years is I'm willing to come at a person. Sometimes it's push, sometimes it's pull, sometimes it's gentle and meek, and sometimes it's aggressive. But it's never because I feel a certain way about the person. It's trying to find the right angle to get that light bulb moment for someone. So I appreciate you recognizing I'm never intending on being mean, but I have found that plain talk is easily understood. And it's better to just be honest with people. That's right, Patty. Can't get complacent. So the shield is my ethos. It's my creed. It's what I live by. You know, I will even, in a childlike way, I've written in journals about I am a samurai. You know, you got to find your thing. So I love to read about samurais. I've read so many of those books, the Art of War, Thick Face, Black Heart. I love those Eastern culture books, and I love to read about the samurai. So in my mind, it's like my bulletproof shield. I'm a samurai. I'm unlike other regular people. I live by a code and an ethos. And when you start seeing yourself in that way, it becomes fun. You got to figure out how to make this fun, exciting, interesting, or you won't stick to it. See, nobody loves you enough. Nobody loves you enough to make you take care of your temple. Nobody. The only person that's going to love you enough, your mama don't love you enough, or she wouldn't have let you get in this condition. Your daddy don't love you enough, or he wouldn't have let you get in this condition. Your kids don't love you enough. Your spouse don't love you enough. Nobody loves you enough to make you do what you need to do to take care of your temple, because they can't. Only you can love you enough to take care of yourself. I love you too, Sandra. Anybody else? Patty says, did not mean to put a question mark. I have a new iPad and I see some mess ups in the future with this thing. I do that with autocorrect all the time. Roseanne asked, Travis, if I use Spark, it's not counted as water, is it? It is not. It is not counted as water. I don't believe we should count anything with calories or caffeine as our water. You are getting some hydration from anything with with water in it, but I don't prefer it to be our count towards our water goal of a half a gallon. Thanks, Jody. Sheila says, my shield is I am a beloved daughter of the Most High God. I love that. El Elyon, let him shine in and through me. Can tea work for our water? I would rather you did not do that. I would not, if it's 0 calorie and that's all you will do. What you will do is better than what you won't do. But it goes back to what I was saying earlier. If we won't drink our water, first of all, there's nothing that tastes better to any soul on the planet after a hard day work and they're dehydrated than water. That proves to us that we need our water. And I like to put it to people this way: don't allow your water requirement to come from anything that you wouldn't get in the shower and turn the shower on and it come out of the spigot and you wash your body. When I got in the shower today, I washed my skin with what? Water. Not tea, not coffee, not diet soda, but pure water. And why would we refuse to wash our outer organs with tea, but we drench our internal organs with only tea? Does that make sense, everyone? Don't our internal organs deserve the same clean water to be rinsed and cleaned thoroughly with the same water that we wash our skin with. But if it's all you will do, then I'll support you. Thank you, Patty. I'll support you anytime. If you're getting it from Crystal Light or tea, I'll support you on that. But I won't endorse it as far as for our group. I just feel like, hey, I wouldn't wash my bald head with coffee. Why do I want to wash my liver and pancreas and intestines and blood? Why do I want to do that with soft drinks or tea? Hey, Patty will get a kick out of Angelia's comment over here. I know she's probably already laughing. We're all adults here. This is a technology for you and autocorrect. She says, your inside orgasms your inside orgasms would agree just like your outside organs will. She meant to say organs. Thank you for making my day. Angelia, that's hilarious. Awesome. That's something that I would have done. That's something I would have done. Let me switch my audio over. I'm about to lose this mic. Can y'all still hear me okay? I lost it's going dead on me. Nothing wrong with that word. Nothing wrong with that. That's not devilish at all. God give that to us to enjoy. So nothing wrong with it. It's just funny because we all knew what she meant. We're all adults. Any other questions or comments? And we're non-judgmental adults. That's what I love about Shibboleth family. We are of the household of faith, but we don't judge around here. That's the difference. That was funny, and it was awesome. Any other questions or comments? Yeah, Mary, if you want to split your water drinking up with tea, I don't recommend that for anyone else here. But if you want to do a little water and a little unsweet tea, that would be fine with me. It sounds like that's important to you, and I don't think it'll hurt you. It's not optimal, but it won't hurt you, and you'll still be getting hydration. You know, that's the beauty of Shibboleth. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you too. Hey, Ann, Merry Christmas, my sweet friend. I miss you. That's the beauty of Shibboleth. After Fast Track, we can start personalizing. I won't teach it in a group or I won't have it posted in a group. But when I'm dealing with Mary, she's like, you know what? Water's not my favorite. I would love to get in my hydration from elsewhere. I hear what you're saying, but I'd like to mix it up some. Then that's what's beautiful about Shibboleth. We can modify and personalize Mary's program in ways that won't hurt her results. So that's what the beauty of Shibboleth is. As you grow in it, you will end up with your own version of it, just like I have. There's things that I do that I don't tell the clients about that I do and have great success because it's more of an individual thing and it wouldn't apply to a group that I'm teaching because I'm not going to. Like Lion and Shark Days, I debated for a long time about even putting those out there because if you do them incorrectly, they can be harmful. The reason I ended up putting them out there, I got such great results occasionally from doing those Lion and Shark Days that I thought we're adults. I'll teach them how to do it the right way, and then it's on them. So same thing with Mary and the tea drinking here. If she wants to do unsweet tea and count it as her water, I don't think it's going to hurt her results. It may not optimize them, but it's not going to hurt her results. All right, y'all. Well, that's all we got today. Bye, Sheila. See that you've got to go. If any final questions, all hearts and minds clear. Merry Christmas. Hope y'all come back after Christmas ready to hear about 2022. And I hope that after January the 1st, that y'all are ready to go. I hope that we can make 2022 our best year yet and help a lot of people lose weight and live a better life and a happier life. Any parting questions? This is our last broadcast until after Christmas. Sandra, you are a wonderful, motivating, encouraging coach that wants only the best for us. I'm trying hard to get my heart and spirit ready. Pray. I'm standing with you and agreeing with you in prayer, Sandra. Thank you for the kind comments. That Sandra Farmer and Sandra Shook, 2022, praying for you. It's going to be your best. It's going to be Sandra's best year, 2022. Merry Christmas, Marla. We love you, love your friendship. Sasha and I adore you. Thank y'all so much. If there's no other questions, then we'll just all be at liberty to go. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. I look forward to our future. The Shibboleth family is going to have an amazing and prosperous future. God bless. We'll see you next time.